I am your host, and this is the week of October 5th, 2015. This week we start our series covering Magic Kingdom, the 2015 trip my family and I just got back from. And this will be the first week of probably about 6 or 7 weeks covering Magic Kingdom, because we want to make sure we get everything in, from food to rides, our impressions of different things, things we liked, things we didn't, and so on and so forth. But before we get into that, I got some news to go over, starting with October 1st. October 1st was a big day for Walt Disney World, really for the Walt Disney Company in general, because a lot of their openings, particularly with Walt Disney World, happened on October 1st. Example, Magic Kingdom, 1971 opened up, so it's its 44th birthday. Epcot, its 33rd birthday at 1982. Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, the show that they show at Epcot, 1999, October 1st. So a lot of October 1st biggies for Walt Disney World. So happy birthday to Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Illuminations. But last but not least, this has nothing to do with Walt Disney World specifically, but as Walt Disney Company in total, Julie Andrews' birthday was on October 1st. So happy 80th birthday, Julie. Another note for news is out at Disneyland. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about the Diamond Celebration and whatnot, but there is an unofficial event going on November 8th. Make sure I got this right. It's the 8th annual Rock the Park. And Rock the Park, what it is, it's a descending of people into rockabilly and psychobilly type looks and outfits, people who enjoy that genre. They all descend on Disneyland in that kind of an outfit. Now, again, this is not something that Disneyland specifically sponsors, but there is a group out there that organizes it and makes it happen. It's a fun event. If you're into rockabilly or psychobilly, this is definitely up your alley. And more likely, if you're into it, you probably already know about it, and if you're in the area specifically. But again, it's not an official event, but if you check out rockaroundthepark.com, they have all the details on where to go and how to meet everybody and get involved. They even have things on their website that talk about what you can and cannot wear. Because, obviously Disney has very stringent restrictions for safety purposes. Make sure people aren't bringing things in the park they shouldn't be. So, you're definitely not going to bring a switchblade into Disneyland. Stuff like that. But if it's something you're into, even if you don't want to dress up, if it's something you just want to be there on the day they do this because it'd be something kind of cool for you, check out their website. Again, it's rockaroundthepark.com. Another big note from this past week is that Downtown Disney has officially transitioned over to Disney Springs. This is kind of a milestone in that massive renovation of Downtown Disney. This is pretty much not the halfway point. We're actually over the halfway point now. They're rolling into it. Along with that, they opened up Morimoto Asia, which I haven't been to, obviously, myself, because when we were down there, the restaurant hadn't quite opened yet. It just opened this past week. But from all reports, the restaurant is absolutely amazing. So if you're going to be down near Disney Springs anytime soon, definitely check out Morimoto Asia. I've been told the sushi is phenomenal. And as a fan of Iron Chef, Chef Morimoto is definitely on my list of people I want to check out. So definitely worth it. I know he was personally on hand to open up the restaurant. It's something like a 50-foot sushi roll that he made. So that was another piece of cool news. Another piece of news, and this one's kind of a sad piece of news for some and probably a happy piece of news for others. Epcot had the meet and greet for Duffy the Bear. Now, I know there's a lot of divide on Duffy the Bear. He's very big over in Japan, and he was brought over here hoping to have that same welcome. Didn't quite happen that way. I mean, there are people that love Duffy, and there are people that absolutely hate him and think he doesn't belong in the parks. Well, Disney decided to make a move on that. He's not the biggest meet and greet for Disney, so they're pulling Duffy the Bear meet and greet out of Epcot, and that has actually already happened as of October 3rd. So for those who really like Duffy the Bear, wanted to go check him out, sorry guys, at least for the foreseeable future, he is gone. Let's see. New discounts have been released for Walt Disney World, starting from mid-December, and then they've got from January through mid-April they just released. Nothing overly extravagant, but if you play the numbers right, you can save up to about $500. So that's out. So if anybody out there is interested in looking at, those dates of mid-December or January through mid-April, give me a shout. I'd be happy to help you guys find the best price possible. Let's see. And that's the bulk of the big news. I mean, there were a bunch of little things that popped up. This first week of October is always huge for Walt Disney World and the Disney Company as a total, because a lot of rides and special events and things of that nature start around October 1st. With the start date, the opening date of Epcot being October 1st and the opening date of Magic Kingdom being October 1st, there were a lot of things in those first weeks that weren't open necessarily on opening day, but opened up. So all kinds of things are coming out of the woodwork, and I could probably spend an entire episode talking about when these things' birthdays are going to be, but those are kind of the major points. So, before I get into this coverage, why don't you take a moment and watch this video of the opening show from Magic Kingdom.
For every girl and boy, wondrous lands of make-believe will fill your heart with joy. A castle leads the entranceway to 7 lands and more. Step inside our storybook, imagine what's in store.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Magic Kingdom.
It's all your magic, wrapped up in pixie dust. Welcome to a place where dreams come true. Timeless journey through lands of fantasy. Where only a wish creates things like this to appear. The most magical place on earth is here.
Good morning! And welcome everyone to the most magical place on earth, the Magic Kingdom! It sure is great to see all your smiling faces this morning. Hello there. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Smokey Miller, and I'm the chief of the Volunteer Fire Brigade here on Main Street, USA. It's time to gather around, everyone, because in just a few moments we're going to officially open the Magic Kingdom. But we can't open the park till Mickey and all the gang arrive on the Walt Disney World steam train. You see, they've been very busy this morning getting ready to create new memories. So, let the memories begin! Greetings, everyone! Let's say hi to all our guests.
Hi there, good to see you.
Let's welcome all our new friends.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning from all of us here in the Magic Kingdom!
Good morning, it's great to stay up with good morning to you and you and you and you. Good morning, sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning to you. When the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way, it's too late to say goodnight. So good morning, rainbows are shining through. Good morning to you.
Today's a very special day indeed. You see, Mickey has asked the Ellis family from Florida to take a ride with him on the Walt Disney World steam train. And to help us open the park by spreading a little Disney magic. Is everybody ready? We're so glad to see you. Get ready for a magical day. Hey everybody, did you hear the Walt Disney World train? It must be coming around the bend. Mickey and all the gang will be here any minute.
Junior coming down the track with a smoky stack. Hear him calling, coming round the hill. Daisy's here to thrill every Jack and Jill.
Look, everybody, the steam train is arriving. Now we can open the Magic Kingdom. Hip, hip, hooray! to see you and all your friends. Isn't it, everyone? So, Mickey, are we ready to open the Magic Kingdom?
Yup, we sure are, aren't we, gang?
Great. Well, let's say hello to the Ellis family and ask them to help us spread some Disney magic so we can open the park. What do you say, Mickey?
Gosh, that's swell. Hi there. Thanks for helping us today.
All right, everyone, let's all do a countdown backwards from 10 to open the park. Mickey?
Okay, gang, count nice and loud. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Magic Kingdom, everybody.
It's all the magic wrapped up in pixie dust. Welcome to a place where dreams come true. A timeless journey through lands of fantasy. Fantasy, when only a wish creates things like this to appear. The most magical place, the most magical place on earth.
Thank you all so much for joining us this morning, and a very special thank you to the Ellis family for helping us to open the park today.
Bye now, and have a Disney day.
We now ask that you please walk slowly and safely to your destination and enjoy the rest of your day in the Magic Kingdom.
Frank, you like the show?
This was awesome. I got some Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins? Nellie, you like the show? Not sure if this is working, but I like the show.
Alright, well, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know the video quality was a little off, but I figured if we're going to be talking about Magic Kingdom, let's go ahead and open this segment up with how they open up Magic Kingdom every day. And that is actually my first topic, is that opening show. It's the first time my family and I ever got to experience it, so that's why you got to see us at the very end of it. Absolutely loved it. We all had a great time with it. For those who've never seen it and didn't even know the show existed, this is how it goes. Right when the park opens, a few minutes before the park opens, they do this show. And the show is kind of the big welcome to Magic Kingdom. It's also the start of what we call rope drop. Rope drop essentially is when they slowly bring the crowds into Magic Kingdom and go off into their own little lands and kind of slowly guide the masses through. But rope drop, that time frame is fantastic because there's not that many people there. The show obviously draws people, but it really isn't that packed at the first opening of Magic Kingdom. So if you're there early enough to see that show, then you're also there early enough to check out very, very low wait times on your favorite rides. Definitely a great opportunity if you're there that early to beeline to your favorite ride. But this show's really cute. It's very, very Magic Kingdom. You know, it's something you kind of would expect Walt walking out. You know, I know the fire chief walked out for Main Street and led the show. It's something you can imagine Walt coming out and opening up, you know, Disneyland, for example. So it's a fun show, but you gotta be an early riser. You gotta get out there early to do that. If you're a real early riser, and when I say real early riser, I mean severe early riser, you can get there before dawn. They do pick a family. You notice they had that one family that was invited to join Mickey Mouse on the steam train. If you get there really early, like before dawn, and you're like the first person there, they usually pick in those wee hours, from the first people that show up, which family gets to be that first family for Walt Disney World for the day. I mean, for Magic Kingdom rather, for the day. So if you're a really early riser, you might get to ride on the steam train with Mickey and all his friends. So I love the show. Obviously, my family, they said they loved the show. It was our first, that show was actually recorded our first day at Magic Kingdom. Lots of fun. Definitely want to do it again sometime. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this, again, I know the sound quality was a little off. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance for some of the videos you guys are going to see. I didn't quite have the right tools with me to record some of these things. We thought it would work well with the camera we use for Mondays with Mickey, but in some cases it did, in some cases it didn't. But hopefully at least give you a taste of something we got to enjoy and bring a little of that magic home to you guys. So next up on my list is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And before we get into that, I have a very, very small video clip for you to check out. So take a look at that and I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. I told you it was short. I really did. It's very, very short. I had some other on-ride type footage stuff. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to retrieve it. But I did take a moment to record this because I wanted, you guys to at least see how it comes out of the mine and goes down and loops around. The ride's a lot bigger than that. By far, it's a lot bigger than that. But it's a whole lot of fun. And it was like pulling teeth with my family. We're arguing back and forth whether this is our new favorite ride at Magic Kingdom. I know Frank absolutely adored it, and that's now his favorite ride at Walt Disney World. I loved it, but again, for me, as a huge fan of Rock and Roller Coaster, it's kind of going back and forth. It's like, did it quite beat Rockin', or did it, Awesome ride. Natalie loves it, but again, her heart lies with Splash Mountain. So, half the time when we talk about this, we're kind of going back and forth. Is it our favorite ride or isn't it? If it isn't, it's definitely an extreme close second. When they say those buckets that you ride in swing back and forth, they aren't kidding. As you go around a curve, particularly with a guy of my weight in it, it definitely swings out. We rode this ride twice. We rode it once at night and once during the day. Both experiences were pretty different, actually. Now, granted, when I say both experiences were different, it did start raining the first time we rode it. So not only were we riding in the dark, but we were getting pelted by rain as we were going through it. But it's a whole lot of fun. It's also the smoothest ride at Walt Disney World out of all the rides. Probably because it's the newest, but you hardly felt the tracks you were on. It was just like sliding through it, both during the daytime and at night. Lots of fun, and the cool thing about this is if you have PhotoPass, now with your Magic Bands, they kind of know where you are at all times as long as you have your Magic Band up. And so when you ride the ride, they, through their GPS spy satellite system, they know exactly where you are on the ride. And so they not only take your ride photos because of your Magic Bands, they also do a video of you riding the ride and then put it together with some of the images of the characters inside the mine and some of the stuff after and before, and also you on the ride kind of going through. So really cool stuff. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, if that is the standard in which they're moving forward, they've really stepped it up a notch as far as technology is concerned and quality is concerned. So absolutely recommend it. Like I said, we did it twice. I wish we had done it once without a Fast Pass, because unfortunately with Fast Pass you kind of detour around the queue. But if you have to wait in the standby line, they have a really cool queue for you to play around with. Lots of like color water type things you get to mess with. There's these buckets of diamonds that if you spin, a character appears above it. But if you get all 7 of the buckets spinning at the same time, and you see all the 7 dwarfs, then Snow White appears in the middle, dancing around. Lots of cool stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't get to experience that because, again, we had Fast Passes both times we rode it. But definitely want to go back and check that out. Maybe next time I hit Walt Disney World, with Rope Drop, maybe I'll go straight towards Mine Train so I can check out the actual queue. So, next up on my list is the Festival of Fantasy Parade. Now, I got a little bit of video from this and some pictures and so forth. So why don't you take a second, watch that, and we'll be right back. Alright, well, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a little short. You know, I had more pictures than I had video. Finding a good location to record that was really, really difficult. So I only got clips here and there of the parade, but it was a lot of fun. And, you know, we wanted to make a point to watch this parade. I mean, we've seen bits and pieces of it in the past, but we wanted to make a point to watch the whole parade this time around because there is a lot of talk right now about that parade going away. Now, the reason that talk is out there is because they've just recently expanded the hub over in front of the castle. Well, with that hub being expanded, there's room for a larger or different parade. And the talk on the town right now is that after the first year, once all this hub expansion work is being done, is done and over with, the talk is a brand new parade. Don't know how true that is rumor. But with it being rumor and a lot of those rumors turning into fact, we really as a family wanted to make a point to check out that Festival of Fantasy parade this time around. So, things I liked, things I didn't. It was very crowded throughout the parade route. Even the areas we caught, we went over towards Liberty Square to watch the parade, and we got a decent location to watch it. But the parade is very packed because it's very popular. You see a lot of your characters, but it's very much a hometown kind of parade feel to it. The floats are pretty basic, but it's nice to see some of your favorite characters. That is up until the Maleficent Dragon. Holy crap, this thing is huge. Okay, this is not, and I've seen it on video plenty of times, and video does not do it justice. Obviously, you just saw it on the video I had. But the thing is absolutely huge and really cool looking. So, definitely for me, my favorite part of that parade is the dragon. And I'm hoping if they do create a brand new parade, that is something they include in the new parade. Because the Maleficent Dragon is pretty awesome. The fact that it actually shoots fire out is really cool. So, again, hoping that they keep that for a new parade if they do decide to change parades. But even if they don't, or if they do, it doesn't matter. I'm glad we got a chance to see it because it was really cool. And it was a nice opportunity for us to sit down for a little while and get off our feet and enjoy something different. So, that is all I'm going to talk about this week. Alright, I've got several weeks ahead of us. Next week we're going to continue with Magic Kingdom, talking about Be Our Guest, our experiences with our 2 meals there. I'm going to talk about the Enchanted Tales with Belle. I'm also going to talk about the Storybrooke Circus area in general, from Dumbo to the Barnstormer and things of that nature. So next week we're going to dig into a little more. But this week I just wanted to give us a good start, let you guys check out a little bit of our videos and pictures from the trip. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you want to come back and check it out next week. You know, thank you for coming and watching it this week, and I'm going to leave you as I leave you every week. Walt said it best. I hope you never lose sight of one thing. This was all started by a mouse. Thank you again, and we'll see you guys next week.